What's this? The code newsletter. That's ad. That's an ad. Funny thing though about Claude. I've read a lot of articles lately about how there have been no productivity gains at all from Claude Code and from coding AI in general, which was supposed to be one of the primary use cases of it. Um, and I think the problem tends to be that all of this code still has like number one, it's buggy as shit still. Like it's unable to really do stuff in a way that is more effective than an actual human being writing the code. But also, if it's going to be maintained at all, then it still has to go through a pull request and a review process. Um, and the review process then just becomes essentially rewriting all of the garbage code that was created by Claude and slowing that process down. And then also the third and final thing is that the bottleneck of coding is never the code itself. I've always thought this. It takes like the bottleneck number one is always the business, like and like getting requirements and all of that sort of stuff. That's where the primary bottleneck is. But number two is the process, which takes up a significant amount of time, which it's important to have a process, like the process of getting from code developed to production. That whole thing takes a lot of time, but it is good to have a time like put in the effort and the time for a good process in order to maintain stability and velocity over the long run, right? But then also what was I going to say? There is another thing I was going to say in terms of I can't remember. I can't remember. So the thing that I would say though, if AI code was going to be productive, is that it needs to be like if you're going to go the AI code route, then it needs to be completely and totally obfuscated from the developer, and it should be thought of as a black box that nobody is ever going to look at again. If you're going to actually develop this like with Claude or whatever. So if you're going to think of it that way, in my opinion, I thought about this like honestly, I had thought of an idea for this like way before this whole new iteration uh, of AI started. Um, but like the way that I would see that is you write tests, like humans write tests and they read and maintain the code base for tests, and yet and then you just have Claude generate code that passes those tests. And then anytime you find a bug, you write a new test for that bug, and then like have Claude or whatever AI thing do whatever it needs to do, create the shittiest code that you could possibly imagine, throw it into the black box, but the test is passing. And as long as all of the tests are passing, then your code is good. Like that I think would be a much more productive way of of using AI code. And I'm surprised that nobody has come up with or maybe they have and I just don't pay that much attention to it, but have come up with an actual system like that to or even a whole coding environment like that. But I definitely think that you have to treat all of the code that AI generates as just like almost like machine code, like unreadable, unusable. Like you're not going to like go through like the compiled JavaScript chunks or whatever and like try to understand what's happening, right? I would treat AI code in a similar fashion. It's just like garbage that you should never look at. But if you can create readable maintainability through tests, then maybe it's cool. I don't know. That's my thoughts on AI coding software, at least. And like generally automating, like I don't care if people use it to automate like I don't know, getters and setters in Java or something, or like that stuff has been around though forever in terms of just plugins and your IDE. So it's not really that big of a difference to have AI or AI large language models doing it, but sure, go for it. If you want to use it that way too, that's fine.